this is Shanpei. In this video, I'll be presenting about the main features of modern digital ciphers used to secure our digital content. So before any data is transferred or received, cryptography would be involved to ensure that only the intended recipient of the data is able to read it. So the first process would be encryption on the sender side, followed by decryption on the receiver's end. So the two types of cryptography is symmetrical key cryptography and asymmetrical key cryptography. So symmetrical key cryptography is also known as one-key cipher or secret key cipher. That's because both the sender and the receiver share the same key, and that same key should only be known to them and not be shared publicly. And how it works is that if a message is encrypted using a particular key, that same key is required to successfully decrypt the message. Example of symmetric key cryptography, I will talk about three, which are DES, Data Encryption Standard, 3DES, Triple DES, which is an upgrade of DES, and AES, Advanced Encryption Standard. So DES has a key size of 56 bits, while 3DES has a key size of 168, 112, or 56 bits. So this triple DES is actually an upgrade of DES. However, DES and triple DES has actually become obsolete in our current world, and what we are using right now is AES, Advanced Encryption Standard, which has been standardized since 2001. Its key size is 128, 192, or 256 bits. It consists of three layers, which are key additional layer, byte substitution layer, and diffusion layer. So moving on to asymmetrical key cryptography, which is also known as two-key cipher or public key cipher. It uses a pair of related keys, which are public key and private key. So the public key is used by the sender to encrypt the plain text or the data, and that private key is used by the receiver to decrypt the ciphertext. So the receiver generates both the public and private key. So how it works in asymmetrical key cryptography is that anyone who wants to receive data, they will share their public key, and people who want to send data, they will use the public key of their intended recipient and encrypt the data that they want to send. And on the receiver end, once they receive the data which is encrypted from their own public key, they will use their private key to decrypt the message. So we can say that the public key and private key is actually correlated. Only the private key that is related to the public key can actually decrypt that message. Any other private key will be useless to decrypt that message. Same for the public key. The public key can only be used to encrypt for that particular intended recipient. So now I'm going to talk about the three families of asymmetrical keys, which are integer factorization, discrete logarithm, and elliptic curves. So example of integer factorization is RSA, and discrete logarithm is DSA, and elliptic curves is ECDH, which is elliptic curve Diffie-Hellman.